Hello, and welcome to the War Report. I am your host, Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. How's your week been? How you been?
Man, I don't know how it's been in Florida, but out where I'm at in CT, it won't stop raining. It rains, I feel like every other day. We haven't had 2 straight days of just like nice weather in like possibly 2 months. It's just been rain and more rain and more rain. It's starting to get to me, man. I need some sunlight. I need to be outside. I just can't. It's downpouring right now.
It hasn't been raining crazy, but that time will come. You know, Florida things. But
Yeah, I feel like in Florida, it's like it just goes on and off, right? Like it's not for the whole day. It'll be like for like maybe
yeah,
like an hour and then it'll go away.
yeah, like I think it was like last week or like 2 weeks ago. I was at work. I'm looking out the window, pure sunshine. I go upstairs to deliver some mail. I come back downstairs, wet as fuck. And I was just
Yeah,
like, okay, yeah, that's just how the Florida weather goes. But
that's just what South Florida is.
yeah. But yeah, that's it. Or the rainy time will come.
Oh man, yo, totally forgot. Today, right? I'm driving back. I had to go to Target real quick, pick some stuff up. I'm driving back.
After the haircut.
I I didn't get the cut yet. I gotta get the cut tomorrow when I get paid. But I was driving back from Target, and there's like a Jeep that was like maybe like 2 cars in front of me, bro. When I swear it was like on some like Fast and the Furious shit. I don't know what the Jeep did, but it like literally did like it like was in the air and it did like a full on like flip, bro. And I watched it just land on like it just landed like on his roof, and then like me and his other guy had like pulled the dude out of the damn car. He wasn't hurt or nothing like that, but
Well, you
that was
casually weather, and
crazy.
then hey, I saved some guy's life.
Bro, no, he was fine. He wasn't going to die. He was just in there. We had to like pull him out by his legs. But yeah, it was. I'd never seen a crash like that before. Like the car was literally in the air, and like, I mean, shout out to Jeep for you know, somewhat decent trucks that'll save that man's life. But yeah, I'd never seen an accident like that before. That was insane. But yeah, he was good. I stayed until the emergency the people qualified to handle these type of things got there. But yeah, he like hit a fire hydrant. I messed my Jordans up, but it is what it is. It is shitty water, but it is what it is. But yeah, that happened to me today. So that was something. Had my adrenaline pumping. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Casually saved a nigga life, and it's just like, damn, my shoes got fucked up.
That was what I was worried about my Jordans. I mean, they're old Jordans anyway, but still, I wanted to try to get drenched in whatever
In
kind of
that
water is in the
shit.
hydrant. That brown ass water in the hydrant. I don't know what's in there.
Wait, fire hydrant water is not clean?
I don't know how that works, but it didn't look. It looked brown, so I don't. I don't know what's in it.
Um,
Maybe there's like something in it like to help put out fires or something. I don't know, like a chemical or something that like helps it.
old New Yorkers that had childhoods playing in the fire hydrant. Were y'all playing in that dirty ass water? Please let me know. Because
Yes,
I'm
they were. It was different. That's back in the day. You
of
played in
course they
dirty.
were.
Yeah, you played dirty water back in the day. It's nothing. We didn't know nothing about germs. We were just living life.
Uh, uh, I don't know, brother.
I'm gonna Google it right
Um,
now. Why is it brown?
prob-
Hydrant
uh,
flushing can make the water appear temporarily rusty brown because the iron and mineral deposits in the water get stirred up. The water is safe to use and consume during. Okay, yes, you gotta wait a little bit and then it becomes clear, I
oh,
guess.
okay. It just gets clean. Okay,
You don't just
okay,
jump in
okay.
the brown water. I mean, unless you
All
want
right.
to.
Unless you're a nasty motherfucker, bro. Um,
End up like a Ninja Turtle.
nah, you're gonna end up like one of those mutants from Futurama, bro. That's what you gonna be.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
well, that's a very eventful week.
That was just today.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a very eventful today. I ain't really do nothing. I'm trying to get shit cracking. trying to do some fun stuff. But yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see if
You
people.
taking another flight? You outside?
No, probably not till next month because I'll be going to New York for a few days.
Doing what?
I'm just going to New York for a few days. Nosy ass nigga.
Okay. Yo, sneaky link. You guess there's something going on.
I'm just going to New York for a couple weeks, bro.
Okay,
I mean, a
okay.
couple days. Sorry,
A
not
couple
weeks.
weeks. This.
Yeah, I was about to say, nah.
You're a wild boy.
I do not want to be out there that long. And like 3 days into a vacation, but like, damn, I miss my PS5, bro.
Not for real. I
Um,
I've
no, go
been on
ahead.
my PS5, man. I hadn't been playing too much of Final Fantasy only because um FIFA 24 or EA FC 24 is free. I haven't played like bought or like I guess not bought in this instance, but like owned a sports game in years. So it just feels really nice to just play a sports game for a change. Even though I don't know anything about soccer for real. I'm a very casual soccer fan.
Hmm.
It's just a fun to get to play a sports game. You know what I like about sports games is that like you don't have to invest a lot of time into it. You can play like a game and just get off. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
like that because sometimes I feel like if I sit down to play Final Fantasy, I gotta at least
it's
dedicate like a
me.
minimum an hour.
Yes.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
also having that issue too, but yeah, no, I like just playing games where I can just like, I guess that just comes with like being an adult or just getting
Yeah, and
older.
you
It's
got
just like
having shit to
just
do.
just a little couple of things and then you get off the game. Like that's all you really want
Yeah,
to do sometimes. Um, yeah, not cause what is it? I'm having that sort of issue with Rebirth myself, where it's just like
hmm
sometimes I just don't really feel like I want to dedicate that time.
yeah.
Um, but I feel like tomorrow I might, but like I'll probably like wake up, do like 3 missions at Helldivers and then get off.
I ain't even been on
Like
Helldivers in forever either. Damn, I gotta lock in.
you ain't really missing that.
I saw there was a lot of controversy with something to do with the what was it like Steam?
Oh, the PlayStation thing. No, that shit over
That's
with
over
now.
with. Okay, I got
Yeah.
that out. They fixed it. I'm happy they listened. That could have been a mess.
Everything would have been okay. I don't think it
Uh,
was nothing too crazy.
2K
Um,
2K dropped their new ECW pack. Uh, I might fuck with it if I get a little extra money. If I hit a parlay or something, I might buy the pack.
what team are you betting on currently? Because the shit I've been seeing, game's
Um,
cooked.
I usually do like I've been running single bets. I actually been getting pretty lucky the last week. I had a nice little single bet on damn, who was it? I forgot, but I had a nice little single bet the other day. I tried to get one on Caitlin Clark, the WNBA player. It was her first game. I wanted her to hit 5 threes. She only hit 4 threes. So they were fucking her up, bro. They were whooping her ass. They were making her earn it. Like like when like a rookie wrestler comes in, they be like work them a little stiff. It'll send them out with Bob Holly or something back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing to Caitlin Clark. They were whooping her ass. They were beating on her.
They was making an example out of her, bro.
Yeah,
They
it
said
said,
this
look,
ain't
you ain't about
college.
to. Yeah, exactly. Let that dead ass. These are grown women you playing against. Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw a clip. If I find it, I'll send it to you. They were beating her up in the paint. But yeah, I tried to get her for five threes, but she let me down. She was like 4 for 11. But it is
Mhm.
what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's what it's all about. I'm back at it.
All good in
I'm
the
back.
game.
Yeah, back at it next week. It's all right.
All right. What is it? Yeah, no, I saw that she had like the most turnovers in women NBA history. So I was just like, oh shit,
I doubt it. I don't think that's true. I don't think 10. Let me see. Now I want to look
yeah,
it up.
shit.
Most turnovers
Don't tell me I
in
got butt crack sports, bro.
yes, you got ball sack sports. Oh
Oh,
no,
that's what it is.
there's plenty of them. She tied it. There's like 5 people who did 10.
Mhm.
Nope, I'm
Yeah.
lying. The number one is Christy Tolliver. She did 14 turnovers in
Oh,
2015.
and why they put that?
It
I
might
guess
have been maybe for like debut game.
Oh,
most
okay.
for like debut game. But no,
Well,
most
like,
according
I'm
to
I'm
whoever
I'm pretty good about
sportingnews.com.
that. I'm pretty good about getting butt crack sports.
Cock sources. Cock sources
Yeah.
is the funniest one.
Yes, no, that's crazy, but I'm not
Because how do
saying
you
that.
fall for something that says cock source?
That's
Insane.
that's how you know they're not reading all the way if you see fucking like butt crack sports or any shit like
Um,
that.
bro, the amount of misinformation that's going around, and just in general for like everything, it's
Mhm.
bad. Like people aren't even like trying to find a source. I hate keep bringing this up, but like even like the Drake and Kendrick shit, like people are like just believing fucking Discord screenshots, no kind of source, no nothing. Oh, it must be true. Like it's getting insane. I'm just reading stuff. I saw some shit about the celebrity,
Dog.
the blocking celebrities, and people are like blocking the wrong celebrities because they think they support one thing when they support another thing. It's like, what is like,
Okay.
why are we not doing our due diligence
You
about
you
these things?
you are tackling multiple points, so I'll try to hit it rapidly as I can.
Oh, go ahead. I'm just going off. I'm just thinking. Go
Okay.
ahead.
One, can we please stop talking about Kendrick and Drake?
That was it. I only brought it up because of the misinformation. It didn't really matter what it was about. That was just the first thing I thought of.
Two, the Ebony Prince 2K whatever that had
That
everybody hooked on the timeline.
I don't know why. I knew that nigga was full of shit.
I hope y'all get stoned to death for falling for that.
He was full of shit. That's all he had. He tried to milk that shit,
Tried to milk it for everything.
and nobody was biting. You
Like
try to get money off of it. No, you want that shit.
the just the lamest shit that I saw off that. Like I thought that was actually embarrassing.
It was.
The way that that all went down. Yeah, I kind of hate y'all niggas.
Did that account still up? I knew the account was capped when it posted some Kevin Samuels quote. I said, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
all
no,
right,
it's fucking
you got it, buddy.
it's over with.
Yeah, once I saw the Kevin Samuels or him like shouting at Kevin Samuels, I said, all right, yeah, I see what this is.
You see the bullshit.
Because the account still exists.
Oh
He's
no,
still posting.
people are for sure still waiting for more info, and it's
But I
just
think we
like,
got it. Well, the worst we got is what we got. I don't think we're gonna get anything else. I think it's over. I think we're done.
mhm.
We've all moved on.
Yeah, no. What is it? I saw one of the tweets in the TM, and I looked at the replies, and somebody said, "I don't believe you, but I'm intrigued. I'm giving you another 15 minutes."
He wanted to want something to happen so bad.
Yeah, and then now that everything has just gone back to, $20 days, six-figure salaries, all this sort of jazz. We were just like, dog, we need this
$20
beef to
days.
continue. And then I'm just like, no.
You know what? Give me who are you feeding first conversation, your husband or your child? I'll take that over Drake Kendrick. I will take anything. What else we got? What's a Twitter classic?
The $200 dates.
$200 date. A
What
stack a
is
month is
it?
actually 26K. Uh,
Salary talk, which is also
salary, like of
crazy
course. How
on
could I
there.
forget?
I'm sorry, the lady that said like 100, she said like 100,000. Oh, not
It's
she was
not six
yeah,
figures.
it's not six figures, and I was just like, please get me off this internet, bro. This
That's
website is
so
so cooked.
funny.
Um, okay,
Oh man, I
there's
love
that.
Twitter. I never let it go.
The celebrity block listing, I think those it just goes to like not reproductive or just like unproductive um social justice. Uh
Absolutely, 100%.
because I people are like putting these block lists up for people or like, that support Palestine or whatever sort of jazz, and then like the top of the list would have Palestinian people in it, a whole bunch of black people, or we just like a whole bunch of people of color, and then like just not a lot of Zionists, and then like they would also just be put on the block list for not saying anything. Um And I saw a lot of nice videos that were just like, why does our activism revolves around so much of our like celebrities? I know a factor of it is because those are your leaders of the world, unfortunately. But on the other hand, it's just like we could do the work without them. Let's just do the work without them. Like, can we stop worrying about who's not saying what? Keith Lee being put on
Hey,
that block list. Come on, Si.
yeah, what the fuck? why is why do we need Keith Lee's opinion on Israel Palestine anyway? What?
I think it's because he did the Pizza
He did
Hut
a deal with
thing.
Pizza Hut, which I didn't even
Yeah.
know supported the IDF or whatever the fuck. Is that even true? I don't even know.
According to some website that you could like go on, like you could actually go on the website and it'll be like, oh, like they actually like, they're like supporting it or like money that they have is being put into it. Like, we had a movie night at work and it was during Cinco de Mayo. And I was just like, okay, well, we don't really have a budget to get like nice tacos and no shit like that. So I was just like, let's just get Taco Bell. Let's just get Taco Bell in bulk, Cinco de Mayo. Let's fuck it, it's
Yeah.
cool. Actually, they're on the block list, so we can't. And then we just end up just getting like the shitty pizza that everybody said that they did not want.
Hey,
Um,
sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. You feel me?
yeah, but then the original thing was it was just like we prioritize the Starbucks. Like, we are supposed to do the boycott for Starbucks or whatever. Like these were like that was the main thing.
Yeah, Starbucks and McDonald's were like the top two I've seen.
Yeah. And then like everybody was just like, okay, we're lumping it like, and I don't think it's wrong to like lump everything in, but it was just like, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna fast forward and then just say that Keith Lee, like the money that he made from the Pizza Hut thing went to Palestinian relief. So it's just like everything's like I wouldn't say like everything's offset, but it was just like he used the money that they most likely would have just gave to fucking Israel anyway, and then just put it into Palestine, and then they're like, that's that.
I feel like
But
once a month a nigga try to get Keith Lee out of here.
yeah, and then also it's just like let's just like let's stop wanting celebrities to be the spokesperson for this. Like I know that it would be like so helpful if like they would use their platform to like really speak on stuff, but it's just like, it would be better since you care so much, put the fucking work in. Like it's the like what is it? They call it like Twitter activists or just like there was a quote that I saw at the TikTok comment. And I was just like, yeah, people that just like they don't really like go outside. All they do is just like stuff from the internet, and then like all they do is just do all this, uh, just do unproductive blocklist shit. I
Yeah.
think, and I think once a movement is co-opted by the people that are the opposite color of you and I, you start to see a lot more disruptive and unproductive like tactics being used or like implemented that like dominates the conversation. Um, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Especially when it be like influencers talking down on other influencers just because they're like
Hmm.
smaller influencers. So like,
Yeah.
what are we really doing? Like, what's the
Um.
difference if it's fucking Keith Lee and if it's some other influencer who may not be as big as Keith Lee, but is still an influencer in the end? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it just, I don't know.
Bigger voice, bigger audience, but also there was the other, like there was another part of the argument that was like Keith Lee was just like, oh shit, I ain't know, but I know now.
Yeah,
And then people were just like, no, that's not good. Like you weren't with us in the beginning, so you can't join up with us now. That is
that's just stupid. I don't even.
yes. R-
That's just dumb.
co- Converting people to your side or
And then shaming them.
wanting somebody to be educated on the matter, and when they are educated you then tell them no, you cannot join us. Why are we rejecting allies? The world is already against you in what you're trying to do. That's the silly shit. Yeah, there's this and then it becomes like, you know, you want somebody it's the other thing where it's just like you want somebody to be like, oh, like can you educate me on the matter? And they'd be like, I'm not your teacher. Like Google it. The AEW joint. Just Google it. Like why do I need to tell you? Like just Google it. Do your own homework. Those are the people that are like that are like dominating the conversation of this. And I feel like it turns off a lot. It turns off a lot of people to not wanting to join your side. Um
We should force Prince Ebony 2K to start talking about Palestine. It's a good idea, right?
we
He
since
got he
Kendrick
got he
is
got 100,000 followers.
since Kendrick is on top of the rap world right now, he can speak
Yeah,
on it right now.
yeah, get Prince Ebony on that joint. He got 100K followers. You tell him useful instead of talking about fucking Kevin Samuels.
But yeah, that's that. Let's get into wrestling. Also anybody that is following Ebony Prince still, uh,
I'm about to
hope you get
follow.
stoned to death. Cause
Uh,
why? Okay. In the
Here's
trenches.
why. Brief in the trenches today because ain't much going on, honestly. Um, Sammy Guevara update. He no longer suspended by AEW, but there's no word of when he'll be cycled back into storylines. There has been stuff pitched, but nothing confirmed. This is according to Wrestling Observer. Take your time.
Well said.
I can see him coming back at Double or Nothing. Who Lord knows doing what? Maybe in the Elite or something. But if not, take your time.
Yeah.
Um, Go be a father. Do what you're doing.
Yeah, literally do anything else but come back.
You have any thoughts on Sammy coming back? No.
Um, don't.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has been in the news lately.
Yes.
There's a chance they might lose NBA on TNT, which has been a relationship for 30 plus years, if I'm not mistaken. Been a long
Mm-hmm.
time. Um, with that news came interest in what's going on with Warner Brothers deal with All Elite Wrestling. I got a couple of quotes from Fightful. WBD sources spoken to had indicated that Warner Brothers had interest in adding AEW pay-per-views to the Max slate for quite some time. They also noted that the two sides have been in talks for quite some time about what a deal would look like, with some proposals being made far back as last year. I feel like we've been hearing that since Max started.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another quote said the announcement of a new deal is expected to be kept very close to the vest, and summer or fall could be more likely an announcement point. The exclusivity window between AEW and Warner continues into the summer, though a firm date on when that ends is not known. So we don't know shit. They did have their upright, I believe. Was that what it's called? Upright? What is it called? When they like pitch the stuff to the
Oh,
advertisers. I forgot what it's
the
called.
upfront.
Upfront. I'm sorry. Yeah, I believe they had the upfronts. I believe yesterday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because Shaq and Charles Barkley weren't inside the NBA because they were at the upfront. I know that. Trying to sell their shows, so they don't lose their fucking jobs, even though they're rich, so they'll be all right. Um, yeah. So man, I don't. If they do go to, I have to assume there's been speculation. We've been talking about in the Discord. It must be a money thing where like they're willing to put it on Max, but like Tony Khan's like, no, we need more money because we ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
we're getting money off these pay-per-views, so you gotta at least like be somewhat near that number that we're getting on pay-per-views to even like want to put it on Max. But also, what are they gonna do? I guess
Just
they
not
could
go
just not
just
do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
could
guess they
just
could just
not
not
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah, it seems like AEW is like very much reliant on those like pay-per-view dollars. So like to give that up to Warner for kind of nothing in return, honestly. Like I guess like more eyes, but it runs into two things that like they're there's they're still selling $60 pay-per-views for a reason. Like they need that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that
And
bag
then
they
oh
want.
yeah, they need that shit bad. And then it's also like you you had a lot of time to build your product up to where you're not to the point where you didn't really need to be so reliant on pay-per-view buys. And you didn't try. Instead you spent all that money on what is it? Fucking free agents, all the free agent shit. Like you used all your money for that. Um, I can't necessarily say I feel too like one way or another about it, but like AEW is in serious trouble if like they can't get more eyes on the product. And in this economy, I feel like they're gonna start seeing a kind of like not as big as like not that much money off of
The new TV
pay-per-views
deal.
anymore. Oh,
Well,
that too.
yeah, that's where I'm kind of mad. But like probably the more important discussion in this, as
Yeah.
far as like the new TV deal. Will they be getting more? I know people are speculating because like if they lose the NBA, that means for some reason that they're going to put more money into AEW. I don't know why. I don't feel like
Yeah, that's not how this
AEW is
works.
a yeah. I don't feel like AEW is like a priority for Warner. I mean, I'm sure they like it, but like I don't think it's like the most
I'm sure
important thing
they
in the
like
world.
it.
But yeah, I'm
It's,
like I'm sure they're not like upset about it, but they're also just like this isn't the if they're willing to get rid of NBA,
hmm Yeah, what makes
which
you
they've
think
had a
that like
relationship for 30 years. What makes you think they give a fuck if AEW's around or not?
yeah, I agree.
I, I,
Um
I'm, I'm so I'm a little confused by that thought process, but I guess it's just really like high optimism from the AEW fan base, which I get it. it
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't.
AEW is definitely not a net like a brand that I would really want to build my network around, especially after this show. And I don't think that like more Warner money is gonna make the show any better, but that's just me. Um so who
We gonna
knows?
see.
Yeah. At this point it's big who knows? Or just like a big hashtag we'll see. I'd be very worried if I was Tony Khan right now. Because with them losing NBA, and, since TNT was big on NBA, they probably have a lot of people on
That's
staff
it.
that was
Yeah.
all NBA like folks. So yikesies.
Not only that, I mean, if AEW don't get that deal, a lot of guys and girls might be start getting cut.
Oh yeah.
Some of the Ring of Honor people might be getting cut.
Ring of Honor in general might get cut.
I'm about to say the whole thing might get cut low key. I think
Yeah.
that might be another thing. I think he wants to put Ring. I still think that rumor going around that he wants Ring of Honor on next. Um, I genuinely like to know how many people watch Ring of Honor weekly and don't just like pretend to when like they bring up Athena. Like I want to know who genuinely watching this show.
Those are the freaks of the world, bro.
Because like
Uh
Dark was one thing. Dark's free on YouTube. I can just go watch it. You
yeah.
have to go out of your way to go watch Ring of Honor. Like you got to pay for that.
The cancel button on Honor Club must be real small, bro. Because I would have been let that shit go.
The Honor Club have like the old pay per views, like the old DVDs.
Uh, no. I think like after a certain date, no longer there.
I wonder if like after like HD Net era or something.
Yeah. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah. We the golden era that you want to see is not there,
Wish I had
unfortunately.
bought some more DVDs back in the day.
Yeah. Um, I wish they would have. Honestly, you could buy a lot of shit online, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm okay. I'm okay without buying ROH DVD.
I don't have a DVD player.
I do. I just don't use it nearly enough.
When's the last time you bought a DVD? I know some people are like really heavy on like physical
Mhm.
physical media. I should get a DVD player now. I don't think about it.
I could not tell you the last time I bought a DVD.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Um,
I used
shit,
to just, I used to just red
probably
box it back in the day.
yeah,
After a
shit.
while,
The probably the last DVD I bought was probably some ROH shit.
and I probably bought it at the fucking show, like with the show I went to.
Yeah, and the only ROH show that I bought something at was when I went to Super Card of Honor, I think like 2017.
Was that the when the Hardy Boys and the Bucks?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Oof, what a time.
I remember that match actually being pretty decent, wasn't it?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, last Ring
Hey,
of Honor show I went to was like in 2007. No, I it was the show was called Rage in the Cage. I remember because it was a double main event with two cage matches. One was the Briscoes versus Sammy and Kevin, and the other one was I believe it was BJ Whitmer, Nasty Man BJ Whitmer versus what's the little nigga's name that he
wait,
used to beat up all the time?
Nasty Man?
Yeah, didn't he get caught up on some on rape or something like that?
What?
I feel like we went over this. And he got fired by AEW. He was like a producer and he got fired because I believe he got caught up on a rape charge. Let's see. Hold on.
What?
Okay. June 12th, 2023. Arrested in Kentucky, breaking into ex-girlfriend's home, strangled her, and threatened to kill her. Oh, he didn't rape her, he just threatened to kill her. Um, Domestic battery and strangulation and burglary. You wilding out. Well, happy she's safe. I hope. Yeah. So yeah, I knew he did something wild. I'm
I'm
sorry I put the
sick.
I'm sorry I put the rape on BJ Whitner's name. He didn't rape nobody, but domestic abuse still not good.
Yeah, but Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I know that. Obviously.
Yeah, him versus Jimmy Jacobs is the guy he wrestled. I couldn't think of his name for nothing. Yeah,
Um,
they had two different good show. That was
okay. Um, but yeah, AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery still has not reached a deal on anything yet, so we will see what happens. Just to tie everything at back before we go to our next topic. Ricky Starks, man's missing.
Ricky Starks.
Have y'all seen Ricky?
Where's Ricky at? Where's my guy? Also, I was
Rick,
wrong. It was Roderick Strong versus Jack Evans in a trap in a steel cage. It would not be Jay Whitmer versus he wasn't even on the show.
you don't know his lore.
He was not on that show. I'm looking at the card
Dom,
now.
Dom and J5 about to get you lashings, boy.
He would not. Man, that was 20 years ago. Ricky
They,
Starks. Let's see.
they remember like
Uh,
it was yesterday.
I know I can't remember shit. I can't remember. I barely remember what happened on TNA. Not TNA. NXT yesterday. uh, Ricky Starks. He had an interview, I guess, with What Culture the other day.
Nasty.
A standout. Why that nasty? Uh, a quote. When asked about kind of what his status is with the company currently, he had not been. I don't remember last time he's been on TV. I want to say might have been like maybe March. Could be wrong. It's just very interesting time. I feel like I wish that I was on Dynamite or I wish I was on Dynasty. I wish I was on these things, but I think at a certain point, just for my own sanity, I can't go too crazy about it because the proof is in my work and my effort that I've constantly given. I've constantly given 1,000% effort. So at a certain point, is not in my control. I think the biggest lesson I have, things are just not in my control, but things that are, I try my hardest. Um, he also had another quote about I didn't add it, but about CM Punk and kind of how he supported CM Punk no matter what other people thought, which I thought was
Hmm.
very telling.
Yeah, that was
I
big.
think
That
I
was
think he was trying to
big middle fingers.
I think he was trying to tell us something without straight up saying it. But
Hmm.
I feel like those two quotes kind of correlated with each other. If I were to read between the lines, this is all speculation. I feel like if your buddy, besides FTR, they might be just because they make too much money or something like that. But
Hmm.
besides, like if you're FTR, if you're affiliated with Punk and you fuck with Punk openly, ah, you might not be on these shows, buddy. I think certain EVPs don't like that. Um,
Don't
so
learn Chinese,
that could
buddy.
be a possibility. Ricky Starks is also a very close friend with Cody. I don't know Cody and the Bucks relationship. Cody seems very complimentary of them, or at least professionally.
Hmm.
Um, I don't really know how the Bucks feel about Cody, but that could also be a factor. I do think it's just strange. I do what he has pointed out multiple times on Twitter. Ricky Starks, that is, that he's not injured. He is healthy. I've seen him say that at least 3 different times. So he wants people to know that, hey, I'm good. You're just not booking me. So to me, it just sounds like this guy wants out immediately. Honestly, if Tony's not going to do anything with him, which doesn't make sense to me, you're leaving money on the table. Even if you use him just to put people over going forward, I just don't understand having him sit down and then we got to sit back and watch fucking a commander match on the show or some shit like that. Like you can tell me you
Yeah,
can't put Ricky on Collision and do
it
something with
makes
somebody.
yeah, it makes no sense to me, man.
Instead,
Like,
I gotta fucking watch
okay,
Tommy Billington. Who the fuck is Tommy Billington? I don't care if you're Dynamite Kid's nephew. So
make a name for yourself, kid. Um, yeah, no, man. I think Ricky Starks is a phenomenal. Like, he's a great talent. Like, he's a talent that everybody really thought would be like a breakout once you gave him the chance. They gave him the chance once with MJF, and then MJF dropped a big leg on the nigga, I guess.
and then Punk gave him the chance too. And then I feel like
Mhm.
and then Punk got was he did he I think he got hurt or suspended. I don't remember whatever one of those one of those situations where he was off TV forever after. But he gave him the chance. We can also say the same for Jay White. I feel like Jay White was another one of Punk's guys, and then since Punk left, look what he's doing.
Dog, Jay White's so cooked, bro.
Look! When Jay White first got to AEW, he worked in Collision with the other guys. He looked like he was something, and then all of a sudden, after the MJF feud, man,
I
he's
have never
downhill ever
seen it.
since, bro.
I've never seen a talent in more dire straits than Jay White.
It's bad.
Like genuinely, like he's in a very rough spot. Jay White is
I
just
really
something
think
else.
MJF outclassed him so bad that just like TK just like fully
Oh
lost
no,
faith in him. I think it's what
I
happened.
absolutely buried the guy.
He was getting cooked the whole feud, and then the match didn't make it any better. He
Yeah,
lost to the
like
guy on one leg and one
no,
shoulder. You lost to half a man.
literally. Had literally had that man the running cutter to the outside.
I still can't believe he did that.
The Jay White, if I was you, I would slap the shit out of him, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
Bro, why you about to do me like that, dog?
Why would you let him do that? Make it make sense to me, man. Um,
Jay White been wrestling too long to be doing that. He at least a decade in at this point, right?
yeah. Um, yeah, nah. I just when does Ricky contract end?
I've seen conflicting things. I've heard people say end of summer this year. I've heard people say next year. I hope for his sake, I hope it's this year.
Like hashtag our source says that we are going to see releases. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not going doubt, but I hope like in June we start getting those like we just start seeing niggas showing up on TV. Since no compete clauses no longer exist. And
That can be so interesting.
yeah. Um
Could you imagine like Drew McIntyre if he didn't sign, just popped up on like Dynamite like out of
that'd
nowhere?
be crazy.
Nick was on Raw the next week. He just on Dynamite or the same week.
That'd be crazy actually. But yeah, we should hey man, don't be surprised. You about to just start seeing niggas leave. And a
Well,
lot of
just think
a
about
lot of
people
the
who haven't been
guys
on
just
TV.
yeah, exactly. Just whoever hasn't been on TV lately, like
Big names like who haven't been on TV.
like I wouldn't even
Not even big, like names you
I
know.
yeah. I'm not gonna put anything out there just yet because I don't want to be raw. I also don't want to out the fucking source, but like
It wouldn't be the first time.
I mean shit. Hey man, we all hear things.
Yeah, I don't want to out nothing either. I feel you on that. I don't want to make it hot, but
Not gonna make it hot. Um, but yeah, no, very, very worrisome for a lot of a lot of folks. Um, just don't be surprised when you see niggas go. Well, that's it. You want to talk about this AEW episode? Honestly, dog, if this was a go home, I'd be so pissed off, bruh.
they got one more week, so
Yeah.
thankfully they can some maybe redeem themselves. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say this episode was bad. It wasn't really interesting. There was like I was nothing really piqued my interest on this show today. And when I looked at the card, I said that immediately. Like, I was like, oh yeah, none of this. I don't care about any of this.
Um, okay. So the Mercedes Monet and Willow Nightingale segment.
Once again, they're putting her Mercedes that is in situations where,
She don't benefit it.
yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't benefit her at all. I don't think. I tweeted earlier. I think they need to spice this feud up in these last couple of days. I mean, I'm at least it got physical. I mean, Mercedes ended up going through a table. As far as the promos go, I didn't really care for Willow or Mercedes promo all that much. It didn't neither of them really did much for me.
Dog. I
Um,
think I think that these two don't actually know why they're fighting. Like one side, and like it's been expressed why they both want to fight each other, but it seems like one side is just like, no, you want to fight me because of this, and it's like, no, I want to fight you because of this, and we are damn near 4 weeks into this, and neither person knows why they like want to fight each other. Because why is Willow talking about like for like you want to fight for this title, this title is what it takes to be like the face of TNT, like you're trying to make your name off yourself, blah blah blah. And it was just like, this is Mercedes Monet. Like she's not trying to make a name off on you. She doesn't like she never really expressed that she like wanted the title. She always expressed that she wanted revenge for what happened during that New Japan what is it, the IWGP Women's Championship match. And for some reason, I don't know, I feel like Willow forgot that that was mentioned to her.
she brought it up.
Yeah, she brings it up at the end, but like why was a large chunk of your promo about being the face of like TBS when that's not what this feud is about?
I mean, it kind of is a little bit.
No, it's not.
It's for the TBS Championship, which would make you the face of TBS.
It's but that's not what this feud is about. It's about revenge. Mercedes Monet has been very clear that she wants revenge
But the
and wants to,
revenge is taking the championship from her. That's the revenge.
but that's like secondary to the mission.
It's all
So
the same
why?
mission.
So it's secondary to the like it's secondary to the mission. It's basically collateral at this point. Mercedes Moné has never like in these promos leading up to like this thing being like, oh, I'm going to be, you know, the new face of TNT. It's normally been I'm going to get revenge because you hurt my leg or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck,
I know
my
what you're
ankle.
saying. Yeah, I feel you. I get what you're saying.
Like Willow's main thing was something that is very secondary to this feud. Even though the main objective, Mercedes' main like motivation for this fight was not expressed to her until much after. And Willow's supposed to be the face here. I don't think she should be like, ha ha, I broke your leg. I mean, you left the match hobbling. When earlier Willow is expressing that she felt guilty when she did it.
I feel like she did, and then after the escalation of everything that's been going on, she's like, I don't give a fuck no more. That's what I took from it. I was like, all right, bitch.
Yeah, like, and then like Monet's part, I feel like she knows that that's not what she's really fighting for as well. So she had to like say like I'm gonna be, the CEO is gonna be like the face of this thing. I'm doing this. She hasn't been on a red carpet in forever. So I don't know why she's still flaunting that.
She was at the Celtics game though. She was there.
Yeah,
I
and
get
she says she's at courtside like CEOs do, and it's just like that's not really on like the CEO like agenda list. You feel me? That's not like in a job description. I don't think she knows what a CEO actually does. Um,
who are you to doubt the CEO?
yeah, I don't think she knows exactly what the CEO does, but she like she has to like she was playing to what Willow gave her, and it's just like that's not what she like wanted. And also she tried to like Seattle not rocking with her.
Mm, you don't think so?
No, no, she said, she tried to do the acknowledge me thing, and then she got booed. Normally they start chanting CEO crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She said stand for your new CEO. I heard a boo and like three CEOs.
That's
It's
tough.
no. People are tired of the talking. Motherfuckers want to see her get in ring.
Well, they got it tonight. I think we'll get a little bit more physical as the week goes by as well. They started off, like I said, Mercedes went to the table, so we'll see where her retaliation will be against Willow. Possibly, I don't think she's really worked Collision or Rampage yet, so probably next week on Dynamite.
Mm. Wait, Mercedes working before the pay-per-view?
We're not working, but like showing up on the show. I don't think she's
Uh,
been on an episode of Collision. Maybe she did a backstage on Collision. I don't know. But as far as I remember, I don't think so.
mm. Yeah, I don't know, man. This program not really working for me, big dog. The match just needs to happen already so we can move on. And I'm not buying Willow retaining this at all. Although I can see her, her cheating to like keep it, which is like whatever to me. Um,
I
I
don't think this. I think they'll have more than
I'm
one match. I don't think this is a one match thing.
I, I'm I'm just gonna say I don't think it would be good for them to not crown Monet right now. That's what I'll say.
Mm. Well, even if they have her win it and then they can run it back with a rematch whenever. I say you have Mercedes win it in nefarious ways, little chicanery, and then run it back.
Oh, okay. You say she still wins it, but they still do like a run back. I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
they're running back. Yeah, I don't. I just don't think this will be the only. I feel like that would leave money on the table if they didn't only did one match, in my opinion.
I don't think there's much money on the table on this shit, but that's me. Um, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Willow puts her through the table, and I think that's also not good. Like
Wait, why
Mercedes
not?
needs to Mercedes needs to like she's the heel here. Willow was a beloved baby
There's still
face.
a week. There's still a week to go.
just still a week ago. This is not a good start. Like they need to start doing shit right now. Like start
They did
doing it
tonight.
right now.
That's what
No,
I'm saying. But then you can have Mercedes have the
no,
upper hand going into the pay per view on
I'm
next week's show.
hold on, you misunderstood me. I'm not saying right now, as in like do it immediately. I mean do it right, correctly now, not
So
waiting
you,
till next
you so
week.
so you're saying you rather it be the other way around
I
to start it off?
rather, yes, I rather Monet come up on top of this at first. So you want to root for Willow Nightingale if Mercedes is going to play heel here, or are we just going to keep flip flopping alignments
I don't
until the
think
pay per
I
view?
don't think I think the idea is you have Mercedes as the heel on the go home have the upper hand, so that way you're wondering, can Willow do it? You know what I mean? While Mercedes has the upper hand. I'm not mad at because it's not like this isn't the first time they've
Oh,
been physical.
okay,
Like
okay.
Mercedes initiated the physical
Yeah,
contact first with
she
Willow.
gave her a little slap a few weeks ago. Okay, Quan, I hear you, but Mercedes has not had matches, isn't having matches week to week or like throughout this whole feud to really establish that like that whole thing. Like Willow did thing with Sky Blue a few weeks ago. I think it's only been a week I think it's only been a week now. But
I
it's
don't
just
know.
like Willow has momentum. Like regardless of like whatever you feel about the match, like she has like momentum going into this while Mercedes has zero. And I know you're saying that they could start the momentum, on the go home, but let's start that now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with Mercedes going to the table.
That's fair, but I do
I
want
know where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. It,
they really need to start going about this feud a lot differently. Well, it's kind of too late now, but they
it was
should
like
have
a
really
week
been
ago.
going. Yeah, it's fucking cooked now, but like, they should have probably went for things a lot differently. Um, but we'll move on. Do you think that match is still going to main event the pay per view? I don't think so.
I don't think it was ever going to. They never booked it that way. I know people like was like fantasy booking that, but I don't think that was ever the initial plan. I think people
Mhm.
just made that up in their head because it's such a big signing.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have Swerve versus Cage. Um, it's a match, man. I don't think that Brian Cage should be put in like these premium spots, but I'm good. I'm glad like Swerve kind of just did away with the nigga. So it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, on Collision, Swerve got his lick back on Gates of Agony. He did not was unable to get to Cage, so that's why Gates of Agony was not at in Cage's corner.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so he got his revenge on his old crew. The match itself was what it was. It wasn't bad. It was just a standard TV match. I wasn't mad at it. Um, I will say I thought Swerve's pop for being in his hometown or home state at least wasn't as big as I thought it would be.
We pop.
It wasn't like a weak pop. I just figured like it wasn't like what a hometown world champion pop should sound like. Like I'm comparing this shit to like Cody. You know what I mean? Like it ain't Cody, like a Cody pop. You know?
Cody everywhere versus Swerve
Yeah, you know what I mean?
in his own town.
I don't think we haven't even had Cody in Atlanta yet, have we?
I think
On
we
TV?
have. I think like Georgia area, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it was
I don't think they worked Atlanta though. Yeah, so I mean, like you can only imagine. Yeah, I just felt like I was like, oh, this is a little. Yeah, they popped a little bit when he said from Tacoma, Washington or whatever the fuck he's from.
and that was about it.
That was about it.
um yeah, and then post match Swerve gets beaten the fuck up. He gets. Did you see the camera angle where they just like showed his head just leaking blood?
No, I might have missed it. I think I turned my head for or something.
It's in spoiler talk right now. You could just see his head like literally like leaking like a faucet, but it's not all the way on. Um,
He the new Moxley?
yeah, absolutely. Um, it is weak as hell. Um,
Did you see what Brian Alvarez tweeted?
witty tweet.
He said Dax asked us to give Cash a round of applause for his charges being dropped. That's funny.
Hey man, I'm not clapping for that shit.
Yeah, why? Yeah, he is leaking out his. What did he do? Stab himself with like
I think he just got like hit on the side of the head or something. But like, yeah, they just like hit an artery. I guess that was like really close to the eye. So it was just like it's like leaking like you squirting a Capri Sun. Um,
You're right.
but,
I'm
mo-
sorry.
but
I was reading more Alvarez stuff, but we'll get to the Alvarez tweet because it goes
there's
into what we're
another
talking
one.
about later. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
there's another one too. Um, moving on. Oh well, oh, I was about to move on, but I'm not finished. Um, yeah, Case took a family photo of his and said you're a deadbeat, and then wiped the blood on it. And then I just have to ask, where'd you get that family photo from?
Um, IG. Not on IG.
They they found it on IG. They went to Kinko's and said, "Hey, yo, can you print this out for me, man?" Um,
Yeah, yeah. Prince Ebony looked for it. You gonna find it.
I was about to say who, and then never was stupid fuck. All right. Well, yeah, that's it. Nothing much. I don't, I like I feel nothing for this sort of feud. Like
It's still they haven't really done. I mean, they've hit each other, but I feel like
all they do is just beat Swerve's ass every week, and I was just like, I thought AEW was above the stupid baby face thing.
no to that.
I thought AEW was better than that. My fault. My fault. My fault. Um, ah, my head. Um, I'm putting all the elite stuff all into like one go. Um, so Christopher Daniels said some stuff on Collision and got himself a match on Dynamite. So the Bucks defeated him and Matt Sydal. Jungle Boy poured looked like seltzer water on.
he not he
Uh,
that was the Wu energy.
oh, that was Wu Energy. Damn, that boy had mad sticky. uh, and then they didn't have a towel for him like nearby, so I know that shit was like improv or whatever. But
I don't know if it's improv, but I mean,
no, I don't think that was it. That dude looks steaming mad.
nah, you don't improv shit like that. Absolutely not. I don't think Jungle Boy would do that.
Who knows?
I feel like they got too much respect for Shivani to do that like that. And just
You think so?
that's what I think Shivani might have swung. If he didn't know, I might have swung.
Shivani probably should have, even if he did know. Well, initially, what is it? Shivani was one of the people that was telling him, "No, we're not gonna do that." When it comes to the
Wasn't he
real
the one
car.
crying to Punk?
Yes, exactly.
Like you're not a grown ass man. You can tell him.
I know,
You've been right.
right?
You've been in the business longer than he's been alive. Nigga, if you don't tell that man, no.
Yeah, I'll shoot him some bail since it was Punk's show. If Punk was just like, "Oh man, fuck, don't do that shit, man," he would have been like, "Hey, do your thing."
No, it's not Punk
Uh,
show. It's Tony Khan show. You need to do his fucking job.
no, it's Punk's show. That show was made for him, and you know that. Um, and then Eddie Kingston got injured at New Japan Strong, fighting for a under the under uh championship.
In a dumbass spot. You know
Yeah, in
what?
that dumb spot. I saw his like photo where he's like coming out of like whatever, and it's just like they got a full. He got the Tegan Knox on.
Yeah, he
Um,
might be out for a minute.
yeah, I said what an
But
idiot. Um, and then Okada versus Dax. I said this in the chat, and I'll say it right here for everybody to hear. I don't care what you say about Shinsuke Nakamura. Okada's in a much worse spot.
Explain.
Shinsuke is at least periodically will be treated as a big deal. The WWE would at least try to make you see what they saw, like what you would see of him in New Japan, just like the pageantry and then the look and putting him in a kind of an important spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okada looks like a guy.
Okada definitely feels like a guy. I had said that. I believe I said that in the chat as well. I'm not gonna. He feels like another guy in a stable, and I feel like there's just so many guys
Exactly.
in stables that it does kind of hurt him. Like if he would just heal on his own, I probably wouldn't have much a problem with it as I do just heal with the Bucks because he gets overshadowed by the Bucks who must have the
No,
spotlight on
no,
them at all
not
times.
even getting overshadowed by the Bucks. He's getting overshadowed by Jungle Boy.
For real, you're absolutely right.
At, at worst, Shinsuke gets overshadowed by a Chad Gable or some shit, or a Sami Zayn. Okada is the fourth, like he is fourth fiddle in this faction.
He is. You're not even lying. He really is the least important person in the faction at this point.
Speechless of how like far he has fallen. I
Yeah, you got
can't.
he got to get out of there as soon as possible. The elite, that is. I mean,
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of AEW as soon as you can, Okada. Quit
he got
playing.
don't he get like a 5 year deal or something like that?
Oh, he hell.
I think he on that long. I think he on that long term deal. I'm pretty sure
He is so
he gonna
cooked.
end his career there.
I hate to hear it.
Well, you want it?
um, but yeah, nah, Okada is in a very like poor spot, and I hate that for him. But yeah, so he has this match with Dax. I honestly, it's another Dax match where he loses. Goes way too long, very unimpressive. Like, if you like Dax matches, you're gonna like this one. If you don't, there's nothing to write home about. Um,
Yeah, Okada wins with the low blow into a rainmaker.
yeah. So that's that. And then the Elite comes out to beat on Dax, and then they come, Dax people
Team
come out.
AEW, yeah, Team AEW comes out.
Yeah, Team AEW comes out, and then the surprise return, the person that's gonna fill in Eddie Kingston's spot. They couldn't leave it a mystery at least for 1 week.
No, I think they want to do it because it's in his home state.
You're right, you're right. I'm wrong. Um, but
He just
yeah.
so happened to be. I wonder if he like just so happened to be there. I told you like, yeah, you want to go join this Anarchy in the Arena match?
And then Darby Allin comes out. This man was hit by a bus.
What, hobbling.
He is limping as he's trying to fight. Let him go home.
This is what Alvarez said. I guess this was after the show. Darby notes he had not 100%. He still got a limp, and his nose was broken by a fucking bus. And he thinks a beam hit him in the head when Dax did that superplex. So he
Mm-hmm.
needs to go to the hospital or something. He vows to see us next time.
What?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So is he not going to be in the match?
See us next time. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. That's up to Alvarez. Maybe he misquoted something. I don't know, but that's what he said. So maybe he won't be in the match. I don't know. I just thought it was like, yeah. I feel, yo. Could you imagine? You're a guy in the back, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
not on the card yet, and say, oh, maybe I'll get the arena match. You know what I mean? Like off the top of my head, who would be a better candidate in a situation like this? Who's the top guy who ain't really doing shit?
Ricky Starks.
A Ricky Starks? I don't know.
Eggman Page.
Hey, you know,
Um,
uh,
Moxley.
Who else we got? Who's at AEW? I'm looking at the AEW list right now.
Claudio,
Claudio's right there. Claudio ain't doing shit.
Samoa Joe,
I think he's
uh,
there, ain't he?
Shibata. No,
Yeah,
Samoa Joe was
no, yeah.
on this episode. I think he's gonna be fighting for qualifiers for the
Okay.
FTW title.
Yeah, honestly, now that I'm looking at this, they had too many options as far as faces go.
Like,
But
are you serious? And then one guy
nope,
gets
you're like, you know
injured.
what? I'm gonna pick the guy who got hit by a bus a couple weeks ago.
Like, is that not insane?
That's what I said. I said when Darby came out, I said this dude's a fucking psychopath.
Like
Sometimes you gotta
AEW's
just tell people no. No, man.
in
You just hit by a
enabling
bus.
enabling his insane behavior. Um, not this was not smart by AEW at all. But I guess it is what it is.
It is what
Um,
it is.
yeah, nah. So that's crazy. And then quick hits. It's Danielson's hometown, so BCC came out and then beat up Cobbs and Fletcher. Um,
I missed that match because my computer completely crashed. I might need a new one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to cook.
um, Hook versus some enhancement talent. He has to fight. He has to fight. For his right to get his belt back
Get daddy's
against
belt back.
Jericho. Yeah, get his daddy belt back against Jericho. Um, yeah, I don't know what else is going on the show. Osprey and Roger Strong have a face to face, and thought it was a little weird when it started getting into a little shoot territory where it was just like you started talking shit about me in ROH man. I was like, I didn't need to know that. Keep that shit to yourselves, man. Um, Tony Storm versus Harley Cameron, or defeats Harley Cameron.
Hey, you know what? Harley Cameron's all right, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 matches in,
Yeah, I don't
she's
think
not
she's that bad.
bad. She's not bad at all. Like
Yeah,
I was looking for like I was trying to see like she's kind of on par with the rest of the AEW women, like the lower level ones. She's kind of right there. I don't know what that says about a lot of the women, but
it says terrible things.
she ain't that much further from them.
Yeah. So, are they running out of women to like job? Because like,
They have a whole roster of Ring of Honor women who a lot of them are really good. Like they just stopped putting Queen Aminata on TV, which I don't understand why because she was actually very good.
mhm,
I know she's doing her thing in Ring of Honor, but I don't understand why she can't also be on TV.
didn't tell you, bud.
Yeah, Lady Frost they bring out once every 3 months. She had a match on Rampage, but they don't ever throw her out. I think she's pretty good.
I didn't. I think she's cool too.
Yeah, last time Queen Aminata was on TV was against Anna Jay in February.
Jesus. She not is that cage match?
Yeah, I'm on Cage Match.
Damn, not even ROH.
No, she's worked. She's been working ROH. Yeah, she just
Oh,
won the. I believe she won the television championship. Well, she was in the final. No, Billy Starks beat her. Okay, but she's in that kind of in that range.
um, yuck. Um,
I still think it's hilarious that Ring of Honor has two television championships now with no television.
Crazy when you think about it.
Insane.
Um, Adam Copeland gets attacked by the House of Black. Um, I don't think people care about House of Black like that. Is it crazy to say?
I mean, Malachi got the shut the fuck up chant,
Yeah.
so they must care somewhat if they want to shut the fuck up.
I don't think that's a good kind of care, but I hear you though.
Also on
Um,
Saturday,
right.
Adam Copeland challenged Malachi Black to a barbed wire steel cage match, which I have to question.
Why not on the
Because
pay-per-view?
no, it's going to be on the pay per view. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying. The match is on the pay per view. I'm just saying they don't do escape the cage to win rule
Mm-hmm.
in AEW. So why would they need barbed wire at the top of the cage? No one should be climbing up there anyway because you can't win that way.
Hey, man.
Generally, if it's a barbed wire steel cage, the reasoning is to so no one can escape the cage, but you're not supposed to. So I don't really understand that logic.
You're thinking
But
too hard about it.
I think sometimes Adam Copeland thinks in WWE brain still, and I don't think anybody's back there willing to like correct him on stuff because like
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's the first my first thought was like why would they need that?
And Adam Copeland told you to shut up.
Yeah, I guess so. Shut the fuck up,
Fuck up, nerd.
nerd. He ain't lying. But yeah, so I don't really understand the point of having. As far as I know, I don't believe all the cage matches are only by pinfall or submission, right? Except for that
Um,
weird one they had with House of Black where it was like elimination, but you had to like leave or something. The one with the really weird rules. But besides that, every other cage match they've had has been pinfall only. So I don't. Yeah, I feel like the barbed wires are necessary, but
mhm.
unless they put it like around the cage on some like cage of death type shit.
I don't think they're gonna go that route.
Yeah,
Would be
I
cool
don't know.
though.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad at that if they did that, but if it's at the top, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-mm-mm. Um, so yeah, that's going to happen. And then Malachi Black steals his wedding ring, saying that's what's making him weak and siphoning his powers. So
You know, Andrew Tate. So
leave
she
that
said,
girl,
"What you?"
leave them girls alone.
Like,
um yeah, that's it for AEW. And also Malachi Black accepts, of course. Um it I really don't know what to say about this episode.
it was an episode that happened. I don't feel any like strong feeling either end of the
Yeah.
spectrum as far as good or bad. It was a show,
I don't
and I
think
feel
that's
the
good
and
though,
I feel the and
because
I feel the same way about NXT this week. So
oh, absolutely. Yeah. NXT this week. Jesus Christ. Um
I might lean towards bad, to be honest with you.
oh
I don't know
no,
yet.
absolutely. We we go get there. Definitely got my qualms with this episode. Um, all right, so NXT, we get Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame. These are your North American qualifiers. I thought that this match was okay for the most part. Um, I'm gonna miss you, Kiana James. I really am. I'm gonna miss you a fucking lot. These girls needed you more than you would ever know. Um,
Is on her own now?
yeah, she's on her own, which make the best of it.
At some point. Um,
Yeah,
so Ruka, don't do that interest no more, man. You doing too much.
you don't like the handstand?
Man, get that shit out of here. What are you doing?
Honestly, when I saw that, I was just like, uh, what if she just like fell?
You bust your ass.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
This
like
is
what?
unnecessary. I feel like
Like,
I feel like the risk to reward ratio for that is not that
I
high.
mean, maybe she's just so athletic that there is actually no risk.
Probably. I mean, I've seen that girl do like handstands and like skateboards and shit. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure this is nothing there. But I'm just saying, it didn't. It not like it looked cool. Like, it didn't impress me. Cool, he walked in your hands. Okay.
Yeah, you want your laying hands, lame as shit, bitch. Um, but Soruka won. I think Izzy Dame is okay in ring. I think she'll get it together eventually. So no harsh criticisms
I
there.
don't even think she's like 25 matches in. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
so
stressing over Izzy Dame.
same.
Is So Ruka the favorite? Would you say she's? I feel like it seems
Yes.
inevitable that she would in this championship.
I think like right now, she is the favorite, but I think that since Lash Legend is doing this whatever thing with Trick Williams, that's kind of putting her as a favorite. I mean, like putting Lash as a bigger fave,
I think it's a swerve, low key.
but still,
Does it
like
not feel like a swerve to you? I feel like this is like very heavy handed, and I feel like that she gonna turn on Trick. Trick gonna put his guard down.
I mean that oh well, we know that's his woman in real life, but
You know what I mean?
we got to
But
keep the kayfabe.
yeah, that's what
Um,
I'm saying. Trick is lets his guard down, and then she's more about the team, bros before hoes. You feel me? What about MetaFour? You can't have three people in MetaFour. It's in the name.
I hope they don't break that group up. I think that would not be great if they broke up Metaphor. Um,
Only
I know.
reason I say Soruka should win that championship, though, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like the
No,
only
go
reason
ahead.
I think is because I think she was gonna win the women's championship before she got hurt.
Oh, I
That would
agree.
have felt like
Yeah.
like
Um,
that was the plan, and then just she got hurt, so they kind of had to move it to me, or at least she gonna win the tag belts. But what's Shorty name? The other young lady that she was teaming with. I don't think she even works there anymore.
Danny Palmer. No, I think she's hurt.
Oh, she hurt. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think Sol Ruka's definitely gonna win this. It's her title to win. She's not dethroning Roxanne. That's for sure.
I don't know who
Um,
is.
yeah, I don't know who is either. She was even on the show, which I felt like was very detrimental to the show. Um,
She wasn't. I thought she was.
mm-mm.
Hmm.
I I had to double check. I like watched. I went on the YouTube. I went on the WWE recap. She's not on there,
Okay.
so very concerning. Well, kind of being over dramatic, but
Over there, like that concern.
yeah, no, it's dramatic as fuck. But what is it? Yes, I don't know. I just thought it was weird that she wasn't like neither her or Tatum Paxley, which Tatum Paxley has been really good on these shows. I know she was like in the back room or some shit.
Well, she should be in the qualifier soon, right?
Oh, she's in a qualifier. I don't know.
Yeah, cause remember she did the. I'm pretty sure she was in the combine thing, wasn't she?
Yes. Wait, people that what was the qualifying for if they have to qualify for a match?
The top 12 in the combine become the qualifiers.
Hmm. It makes sense, but I didn't know that. So, I thought like you compete in a combine, whoever like kind of won that top spot, you like you get like a bye. But I actually don't remember the results of the combine, or was it even shown?
Yeah, it was. There's like it's 1 through 12, so like the 12 seed would fight the one
Okay,
seed type
okay.
shit.
NBA. Well, Last Legend defeats Ivy Nile. When I saw Ivy Nile come out, I was like, why were you even in the combine? I mean, yeah, the combine.
She was in the combine. I was about to say, yeah,
I was
she
like,
wants that
why were
belt.
you in it though? You need
You know
to
what I mean?
focus on other things, you know? You need to what is
She ain't
it?
getting to Becky no time soon.
You remember she had a really good match with Becky. You remember that? That shit was pretty good.
But Becky had a good match with everybody at some point.
I know, but that match was like oddly like really good. Um yeah, that's about it. And then right after Oro Mensa has a match, so I think they did like the entrance over. Um Javon
No,
Evans
they didn't
versus
have it.
oh,
They just
it
when he
didn't go
came
back to
out.
back. Oh,
No, he was already in the ring when Javon Evans came back after the commercial.
copy. What the fuck am I talking about? Um, but yeah, and the Javon Evans versus Oro Mensa match. I don't know how you feel about it. A lot of people in the Discord were like very high on it. I was very whatever about it.
But that was cool. I like Oro Mensah in the ring. I like Javon. I think he's very exciting in the ring. Um, Definitely doing shit I ain't never seen before, so I can appreciate that. But yeah, just a young guy versus a vet. I think it was cool. I never
Um,
we kind of buried the lead about at the beginning of the show, Noam
yeah.
Dar got attacked because that was the original opponent.
Hmm.
So
I was
we
like,
got our usual who done it, except this is only in one show. So I appreciate that it didn't drag this out for weeks, especially with the reveal. It would have dragged out for a month. And then we got that reveal. I would have been heated. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah. Um, I yeah, I don't know. I thought the match was whatever, and then Javon Evans is a cool dude. Um,
I thought a butt was coming.
nah, I just kind of just felt whatever about the match, and it's cool.
What's
Um,
next?
sorry. Yeah, and then Noam Dar got attacked. Our main event, Tony D'Angelo defeating Charlie Dempsey for the Heritage Cup. Hey man, I tried. I'm not doing it no more. These Heritage Cup matches need to stop immediately.
I feel like they worked so much better on UK. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe because it was still a newer concept to me. I hadn't seen them a bunch of times, but I don't know why. Like in UK, I really enjoyed these matches, but on NXT this version, I don't like hate them, but I just don't like. Sometimes they kind of drag a little bit. This is these kind of matches are very much style
Uh,
type matchups. Like style is going to make the fight.
mhm.
You just never really know. It's very much a mixed bag.
I don't think it's a mixed bag. I think these have like consistently all been pretty middle of the road or just like not great. Um, More so not great. I can't do it anymore.
You think he liquidates it and makes it a gold chain? Tony D'Angelo, that is.
Whatever is done, get this belt the fuck off my show. That's that.
I feel like they will absorb it soon. I feel like the only reason it was even on the show was because Noam Dar had it, and they hadn't just like have Noam Dar on the show and be like, "Hey, where'd that cup that you had go?" You know what I mean? When he came back, I don't know the reason why they just felt like they needed, especially because they have a bunch of they already had North American. Yeah, they could have just gave us another championship, another mid card championship instead. Honestly,
uh it would have been a lot more, it would have been appreciated a lot more by me. Um
congrats to Tony D'Angelo, first single championship.
yeah, yeah. Good for him. Really? Oh yeah, singles. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he had the tag championship twice,
You
like two
are
times.
right, Rooney, brother. Um, what is it? Next. After that, we go to the back and then we see it is Gallus who beat everybody up. And
The closer of the close the show with the gal. They can't avoid these guys, man. I figured they would have just got the call up, to be honest with you.
then what is it? After a report came out saying that, oh yeah, man, they would have totally got the call up, but and I was just like, nigga, you lying. I'll be go fuck about them boys, man. Um, they beat up everybody that was trying to vie for the Heritage Cup. So I thought that was like coolio. But overall, kind of is what it is. Quick hits. We got OTM versus the Cornballs.
Cornball brothers.
What's up with this team, man? Well, what's up with both these teams?
Well, I tweeted this. I don't believe in Malik Bleed and Idris Enofe, especially after we watched the first episode of 2.0, which we will get into in
Yeah.
Patreon. And I realized they were on that show. I said, "Oh man, these guys have been there forever. And ain't done shit,
Hmm.
bro. They've done nothing. They're in the same exact spot they were on the first episode 2.0. Literally in the same exact spot. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, they are as stale can be. Um, I like also Booker T is not helping with like his
No,
constant
he's burying.
burial
He's
of them.
burying them guys. He's burying
Um,
them so bad.
yeah, like he's cooking them like every minute, every time he gets the chance to. Um, yeah, I don't really think that's beneficial to that team.
And they're not proving them wrong.
Yeah, they're really not.
You
I
know the
don't
best
think
part
this
of that
shit's
team
working at
is
all. I don't. I legitimately don't.
Brinley Reese.
Oh yeah. And then that goes into everybody on the women's roster just lapping the men crazy. Like
Yes.
I think like Brinley Reese is gonna be like really loved by the end of all this, while these two guys are still trying to figure it out.
Yep.
Um, I just don't think that's like a space where they need to be.
I don't know what you do with these guys. I don't think they don't really. I think Idris has some kind of charisma. I don't know what Idris's problem is.
You know what's crazy? I don't know which one you're talking about.
Idris is the one with the hair, with the hair, the one that's more like outgoing than Malik. Malik's the, I think he's more of the athlete, but the one that was wearing the sweater vest, that's Malik.
Okay, okay, okay. Um,
I don't know
yeah,
what
no,
this,
man.
something missing with those guys. I don't know what it is. I think they're both like fine wrestlers. Like they wrestle fine. Sometimes I think Faye looks like a little lost out there
Hmm.
every once in a while. I don't know what's up with these guys, but I don't think it's working. I really don't. I think they have a good look. They just they don't.
I
They don't
think
have a
that
name. It's been 4. It's been 4 years.
yeah, they don't even have a name. Still
Like,
kills
come
me to
on,
this
man.
day. But like I think Malik Blade and Idris Anofe, like I think that like they wrestle like pretty well. It's just like where I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing with these guys? Is that they're lost and they like stay lost. And you have them always have these moments on TV where it's just like, damn, we're really lost.
Yeah,
Do
they're lost
something
in
about it.
kayfabe
Like,
and lost in real and actually in the ring at the same time. Like both things.
yeah, like it's extremely confusing to me on how they work with these teams. And then OTM, I don't have anything real positive to say about them boys, man.
I don't know which one's which. So
Um, yeah, no, it ain't working for them niggas, man.
I'm gonna still get that one time. But that's still pretty early. They're they're still pretty fairly new for the most part.
Hmm.
Malik and Idris though, it's been 4 years, dog. We've
I,
gotten nowhere. So
I really just I don't know what you do with them guys, man. Um, honestly, fuck it, risk it, and just call them up, bro. Have them learn on the fly. Put them in, line them with New Day or some shit. Like I don't like to just use that as like a solution to all things, but like it's not working on NXT.
yeah, but if you're down there 4 years and you haven't moved, okay, do something else. Let's do something else. Put them in a different environment. Maybe it'll work out.
Yeah. And I know that like NXT like needs jobbers, but like Hank and Tank are like right there. Like they have jobbers that they could like
I don't
afford.
think Idris and like a technically jobbers. They do have like a story going. You know what I mean? Like there's something going on. It just I don't know if it's like hitting. Like I do think there's an end game to this. I just don't exactly know what it is.
When you figure it out, let me know. This
What's
shit ain't
next?
working, brother. Um, the North Americans championship stuff. At first, when they mentioned the idea of just like, oh, let's just all have a match, and I was just like, can we? The amount of like multi-man North American championship matches we get, let's just slow it down just a little bit.
I think they're trying to protect Obafemi.
That's fair. But like, no, we don't need the constant like multi-main match, you know?
I'm with you, but that last one was so far. I'm not really that bad at it.
I'm not mad at it either, but it's just like, you can't have Oba like hide behind that all the time, you know?
It
And
don't
that's
have to be
why
all the time, but
but
I'm
also,
with you. I'm with you.
but like that's all he's been doing.
Now you whoop Dragon Lee's ass.
I'm not even gonna count that feud, honestly.
He whooped that nigga's ass.
Because I don't even think Dragon Lee was even in the plans, bruh.
He was not. He was not supposed to be there.
Yeah, but it seems like while they protect the Obafemi from losing, they're gonna have Wesley, Briggs, and Ivar challenge Gallus since they're basically all faces. Um Josh Briggs, I don't really know, but that's the face team. And then I guess whoever comes out on top of that gets
Yeah, they
to
might do Obafemi versus Joe Coffey. See what you asked for. You might get it.
what I asked for.
A singles match.
Oh man, that shit could have been anybody. They could have given that shit to Hank Walker, bro.
Well, they give it to Joe Coffey, so
I hate it here.
I'm gonna blame you because you put it in the air.
Hey man,
Because you
better.
didn't want this. You didn't want the big boy 4-way, the big boy in West.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Big boy in West. That's my ass. Um. Okay, and then we get the OC defeating Rich Holland and Riley Osborne. Um.
Who in the Discord called it an ice cold tag?
Sid did,
That's
and
it,
yeah, that's exactly what it was. That shit was ice fucking cold. Like,
bro. I told they don't know what the crowd doesn't know how to react to Rich Holland. They don't know if
no, no,
he's a
no, no, no,
face,
no, no, no.
if a
They
deal.
know
They
how
don't
to
care.
react. They know how to react. They don't care about the nigga, bro.
That too, but
It's
I just feel like his booking isn't helping the cause. I don't know what
like
his character is.
it's not a oh man, they don't really know like how to handle themselves or like, the character is confusing or like anything like that. It's not that. The nigga just sucks.
Is he supposed to be sympathetic?
That's what they're trying to go for.
And it's not working. That's my point. Like it's confusing. It doesn't make sense.
That that was never gonna work for this nigga. And I tell you not, and I think I said it before. I don't think he's ever gonna get the sympathy card if Big E never returns.
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
Like that's what's like making people like no, like fuck you still, is that like you took out somebody that they really liked. Um, so you're gonna have to like do something. Like you're gonna have to like
If they were real, they should Chris Benoit it and call him the Crippler or something like that going forward. You know what I mean? If we gonna take it there, we gonna make a storyline out of this.
he
Let's
said it,
lock
not
in.
me.
Hey, I didn't say him be a murderer. I'm saying give him the Crippler nickname. Fuck it.
I didn't say him being a murderer. It's hilarious.
I didn't say
Um,
kill your family. I'm just saying.
I was joking, but you fucking making it hilarious. Um,
I gave up
I
on Ridge. I don't care anymore. He's bland. He's always been bland, and this character doesn't work. So they can keep trying. Somebody must really like him. I don't know who it is. Remember even when he first came to NXT, they pushed him immediately. They didn't put him in like big matches until he got hurt.
Mhm.
Someone really likes him. I don't see what they see, nor does the
Bro,
crowd.
he was on the first episode of 2.0 and he was still ice cold, bro.
Silence.
And I really like I can't even blame shit like Shane. It's not like putting him over or anything like jazz like that. Is like they never like I don't think they ever cared about this guy.
There's nothing to care about. He's boring. He had nothing going on. He's bland as bland. He looks bland. His gear is bland. His entrance is bland. I don't even know what's his finisher. I don't even know what his finisher is.
I couldn't tell you.
What? Like, I don't even know this guy's finishing move. No
But yeah,
catchphrase, no
and then
nothing.
and then and this is another issue where, or another instance of the women just like, I guess like being more clear guided or just better than the men, because like Chase U's doing nothing.
Well, I also don't think Duke Hudson's very good.
Well, but like still like he's not doing anything. At least job to some niggas.
He
Like
does.
but like he don't even be in the ring.
Oh yeah, Duke didn't wrestle that match. You're right. Riley Osborne did. I'm bugging. That's fine. I don't. I have no interest in seeing it. I think no. Duke Hudson wrestles pretty often though. Let me see. I'm look at the
When was the last time you wrestled?
archery. He's had 5 matches this year, so I want to say the average. Well, a little less than the average. Average is 6. Last time Duke Hudson wrestled, I think like last week. Am I bugging? Yeah, he wrestled
Mm,
Lexus King last week and lost.
forgot that happened. Fucking loser.
He won.
Yeah.
He 1-4 on the year.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, man, chase you in a bad way, bro. Well, Thea Hale's good. She has a match to look forward to, while all the men don't. Why is that? Like, I don't know. What's the books looking like over there, man? Shouldn't make no sense to me.
I'm not. I don't really care about what the Chase you men. They don't. Andre Chase,
Yeah,
he's a vet. I'm not really worried about Andre Chase. Duke Hudson stinks. I would like to see more Riley Osborne though. I did. I liked him when he was
in
in
UK.
UK. So
Yeah,
I mean, I've always I fuck with him. Cool talent.
yeah. I have no issues with him, but like but once you start tagging with Rich Holland, you get the fuck you by proximity, bro. Next, we get Lola Vice defeating a debuting Carly
Like,
Bright.
yeah, I don't know. I had never heard of this young lady until this
Yeah,
week. I didn't.
and her defining accolades for having a match is I've broke up backstage fights.
Hey, that's something.
Girl, kiss my ass. Um,
What do you think of her?
yeah,
I thought she seemed all right. I heard she's had a couple matches on Level Up that were pretty decent. So I'm
it
interested to
is.
see where it goes.
It is what
I
it
gotta
is.
say, a lot of these girls look alike. It wasn't this week, but a couple weeks ago, there's like like when they do the backstage in the women's locker room segment,
Hmm.
especially when they're like just in regular plain clothes.
Yeah.
I don't know who these girls are. I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? I don't know if the girl debuted yet. She been on like if we were like outside somewhere and like Izzy Dame and Carmen
Oh,
Petrovic
oh,
and Jasmine Nix
I,
and like all those
I,
girls.
I can tell you the difference between Izzy Dave and Carmen Petrovich. Let's stop right there, brother.
I can't.
Um,
But you know what I mean?
Also
Like
Jasmine Nix has blonde hair.
I know
If you would put
she had brunette hair, but you know what I'm saying? Like all those blondes that they got, like they all kind of look the same to me, bro. I don't know who these girls are.
if you were to put Fallon Henley, Brittany Reese, a Carly Bright in a lineup,
I recognize Fallon Henley because I've seen her for years now. That one wouldn't mess me up like these new girls.
I'd be pretty tripped up.
I'm saying
Uh,
like someone got either some of these girls got to like remember back in the day when like they'd have like blue hair, like Sasha had the blue hair, Becky had the red hair. Now everybody had like different color hair. It's like a differentiate niggas. They need to start doing that again. So I know who the hell's who.
I agree.
These blondes, man, they're killing me.
We need we need to start seeing stark differences.
Yeah, I did put some highlights in it. I don't care. Do something.
Highlights the defining feature.
Bro, because there's like 4 girls that all saying to me. I don't know who these girls are.
Couldn't tell you either. But yeah, she looked whatever in this match. She was off like she's probably gonna be somebody that's like on the show, but like probably in the same capacity as like a Win Sinclair. So
Let me see how many matches she's had. Cause I know Rick Sinclair at least been wrestling for a while. Carly
mhm.
Bright. Let's see. Carly Bright, Kenosha, Washington. Less than a year. She's had 23 matches.
Harley Bright.
Yes.
Mm. Who's she been wrestling on Level Up?
Well, she working house shows. She's doing a lot of like
No.
6-man tags and tag team matches with somebody named Kennedy Cummins. Um, seems like a partner of hers. She wrestled Jada Parker on the house shows. She wrestled Kennedy Cummins on the house shows. First match was against JC Jane on Level Up. That was in January. It looks like
Hmm.
Blair Davenport as well. Lola on Level Up. MetaFour, Jakar Jackson, Last Legend versus her and Kendall Gray. But yeah, a couple tag matches, really short matches. None of them over like 7 minutes.
Okay.
And the match tonight was 3 minutes. So
Yeah, she was against a very established talent in Lola Vice, but it is what
Lola
it is. I
Vice's
mean,
cage match rating is 8.17. That's kind of high. Gotta be honest with you, that's pretty high.
I
She's
think
not
she's
that good.
great, but
I don't
that
think
that
she's
shit
that
is
good.
that shit is gas.
Blazing crazy.
Yeah, no, they went nuts for that rating. And
Who
then
voted for this?
Karma Petrovic challenges her to a match.
It's a tag match, right? Is it Natalia and Carmen versus Lola and Shayna, or is it just a singles match?
Did she say it was a tag match? Because I
Uh,
was looking at the WWE website. They didn't really mention her
I,
challenging
bel
her
I
to
believe it's a
something,
tag
but I knew she
match.
was out there.
I believe it was a tag match.
Okay.
That would make sense. It seems like that's what they were building to, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's very funny because like usually it's like the tag team match first, and then like it's the 1-on-1, which will be like the final. But maybe we're not finished.
Start over, baby.
Um, that is it for NXT. Um, You can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. Me and Quan will be talking about the first episode of NXT 2.0. So if you want to hear that, please subscribe. You can follow the network at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. Everything is in the show notes. If you're not a patron, hope to see you on Patreon next week. um or shit, as soon as you hear this part on the free joint. Then we're just gonna talk about the first episode of NXT 2.0. This was something that we were planning on for a while, but we kept getting pay-per-view after pay-per-view. um so we're gonna kick into it. So see you guys next week.